Alright, I'm not alone today. Joining me is Sepion. Hello, Sepion.
Hello, Jensen. How's it going?
Good, great to see you. For all those that don't know Sepion, a long time sort of best or better caster in the entire community, and we got
Thanks.
him here available for today. So let's see how it goes. Starting with these bans, what do you think, Sepion? The Wukong, the Gwen, very jungle heavy bans from Whimsy&Joy.
Yeah, I think the Wukong is more of a targeted ban, but Gwen has been making big waves in the meta, as has been Echo. That new Dusk at Dawn item, 3 champs that use it already banned out. It's been an absolute menace.
Yeah, and yeah, I've been playing Gwen in the jungle for so long that I defaulted to thinking she's a jungler, but it could be played for top lane as well. It could be a ban on Iglos.
Yeah, could definitely be. These AP champions have really been making waves. As I said, I think this leaves Volibear up, which I think is showing very good numbers in the stats if they're afraid of that route. But a lot of jungle heavy bans here. Like I think all of these champions could have been jungle. It's a few flex picks maybe.
Oh, there's the Shen. The benefit of having to ban like these junglers is that we get the Shen for Zambiru. First pick here for Whimsy&Joy. We have some strong AD carry options. Are they really thinking about Karma? I heard she's really not doing all too well in this current season.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's bad or anything. I think she's just not some great outlier. Karma this early would look a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, giving away maybe a bit more sort of what Project Eversio want to go for here. The early lane dominance and the great sort of mid to late game sort of team fights. There's the Darius as well, giving the mobility to him. Maybe that's why they wanted sort of that enchanter support with move speed. It's that or Zillion, right?
Yeah. Yeah, enabling Iglos' Darius is definitely a very good win con for Eversio. Tried and tested, and tested very well, in fact.
There's the Corki. Mr. Small believes this is one of the better champs in this patch currently. And let's see how he pilots it. So far, 2 for 2 champs on Whimsy&Joy in the comfort zone. What do you think?
Corki has been doing pretty well. It's a great lane bully and it doesn't scale all too bad. It's no hyper carry, but yeah, it's been doing well. The season is still relatively new, right? Our data is a bit iffy, so we can't really say what's really crazy right now. It'd be nice to see some innovation here from the
Oh,
teams.
what's this pick? I see the Shaco. Is it really the IHFW Shaco in game 1? They have the Shen on top. Now Oriana becomes a very priority pick or ban here for Eversio. This champion. Is it really good in the current season? I heard the earlier starts might be a bit damning of his boxes, but
Yeah, it kind of messes up his early cheese invades, but I mean, other than that, it's still Shaco. It's still an absolute rat champion, right?
oi oi oi, yeah, fair enough. Sivir getting locked in here for Eversio, very push heavy bot lane, sort of in your face, get poked from far away kind of playstyle with the Karma Sivir. Corki being mid range doesn't fare too well for him in the current state of things, but the support maybe can make a difference here. Let's see.
Yeah, they're really leaning heavily towards the make this Darius go fast win condition. And Corki's
True.
range is a big issue in that. You're absolutely right. He'll get caught out a bit easier than other ADCs.
Yeah, the Oriana here band makes sense. The Shaco invisibility with the Oriana ball is absolutely game breaking. Let's see here. Trundle ban. Okay. Interesting ban choice, but maybe going for comforts here. Uh, and it also plays into that like mid-range fantasy that Corki wants to go against, right? Like as in the pillar could be really problematic if it denies the Valkyrie as well.
Yeah, makes sense. I think mostly it's a comfort pick, but it definitely fits well into this draft so far. So it's a good call to ban it out.
Oh, there's a Nami ban. Fair enough. Nami is been seeing has been making waves this season, but
Ooh.
yeah, we did have to leak into the new season, sadly, due to how it went up. We would have had a final in the previous season, but Whimsy&Joy's mid laner sadly came down with a hospital case scenario, and Eversio were what's the right word here? We're kind enough,
Accommodating?
yes, to allow the games to be moved to a next date, right? But as an organizer, it has taught me that we'll maybe step back next year and go, start it in like the late October, early November. So we'll have better times. But we all live and learn. And here we are, season 16. At least it starts us off sort of interesting, right? I'm really looking forward to see what they've made out of it, right? Like what will be the case scenario. But sorry, I've drifted away a bit from draft. What do you think about
No, you're good. You're good.
Serge and Alistar picks here?
I was not expecting it, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
They're really looking to just run some melees into the enemy comp here, it seems. Any sort of disengage from Whimsy&Joy would make a lot of sense here, I believe.
I need more damage from Whimsy&Joy right now. I'm really not convinced in their current draft. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. And the score key, like, yeah, it's high damage, but it's like against a versus comp right now. Okay, the Mel does it for me. The Mel's fine. I'll take a Mel here. And it fits into that disengage fantasy we were talking about as well. The Mel E covering so much range.
It's a very good blind pick, too.
It's
It
funny.
denies the Sejuani ult.
True. Yeah, I didn't see it that way as well. I was gonna go on a short rant where Mel can root multiple cases, but Serge can only stun one target.
Yeah,
at
that
the
too.
end. But
I mean, Mel can kind of just do just about everything, to be honest. She's she's one of the designs of all time, I'll be honest.
I heard the bird is the word here. All right, the cold sisters here being chosen, and we're going into the Freljord lore here.
Yenivia is a bit odd, isn't it? I'm having trouble finding where it fits in the comp. Are they just looking to give her move speed and have her wall someone off?
I really like.
She doesn't have that great of a matchup either. Yeah.
The more just the wall that I like about it, because most of Whimsy&Joy's comp is like very low mobility. Same reason why Trundle would have been a decent pick because of Pillar. And if Darius can get into those positions, he has the Sesh CC, the Anivia CC. Sivir is just kind of dealing damage, but Eversio really put all their cards on Eyeglass's Darius, which I mean it's warranted, right? It's experienced, as you said, but
yeah, I feel like they were kind of expecting the Shen matchup too. It looks like they planned their whole draft into getting this Darius pick, and I believe it has a pretty good matchup into Shen, especially when you're that experienced at Darius. So Beer is pretty good at Shen, but Shen isn't exactly a carry champion, is he?
Could we potentially get like a Shaco ganks top lane 20 million times scenario here? Given
honestly, Shaco could
Eyeglass's
do
playstyle
absolutely whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what this Shaco is gonna do. I want to reiterate, it's a rat champion. It can do just about whatever. It can do two camps at once without even being on that side of the map. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's real wild card, and I kind of like that it's a wild card, to be honest. I think if the game gets steady, if the game gets really boring, Eversio will have an edge. This weird Shaco playstyle is really what's gonna need to give Whimsy&Joy an advantage here.
Yeah, something needs to happen. Otherwise, I mean, here in the mid lane matchups, Mel against Anivia. You're the mid laner here. You think the matchup isn't that great for Anivia. The one thing I want to comment on is Mel without flash could be in a bit of trouble here. But otherwise, I'm not really sure either who wins it. Mel is kind of Mel.
mean, it's not exactly one-sided, but I don't know. Mel just kind of has a pretty easy time reflecting the Anivia queue. Obviously, there's a bit of a mind game to pop it early and stuff, but you're really just looking, as Anivia, you're really just looking to lock her into your ult with the wall and dodge out on any return damage, but that's at level 6. Before level 6, you're kind of just giving her all the prio in the world. And when she has a Shaco, she kind of wants that prio. So it's really up to Whimsy&Joy to dictate the early game here, in my opinion.
Yeah, does bot lane need help? I mean, it's Karma Silver against an Alistar, I assume. The level 1 is gonna be a bit harsh here on Whimsy&Joy. But Mr. Small and Brimba, oh my gosh, like talk about some of the best duo bot laners to ever exist in the Maltese community. They've taken down Pullu and Hido, and they've taken down Iconic and Awaken multiple times in the earlier stages as well. So I'm really curious if they can make something happen. What do you think about it today?
Well, just strictly about the matchup, it looks... I've played this Alistar matchup a few times in my heyday. It's very depressing, I want to say. Because the Corki Alistar has some good burst, but it's very easily negated by the Silver Spell shield and... What?
Huh?
Did you catch that? I'm not sure if I saw correctly, but Mel appears to have no flash in the early game.
Apocalypse Sudeo! What are you doing, my friend? Alright.
What?
I like how you said
Wait,
Heyday
where did
and
Living
Alistar.
flash? I'm sorry, Living flashed as well.
Oh, it seems like mid lane traded flashes.
Okay.
Lovely. I guess Living was just trying to say that he can... oh, we get a nice little Gromp steal here from IHFW. Let's see if it amounts to anything here. So I guess Living was just trying to make a statement to Apocalypse. Both these mid laners are extremely cocky and arrogant mid laners, and they both like talk a lot about the game. Here comes the IHFW with the Hail of Blaze. That's a flashless Anivia. And Living just walks away.
Yeah, that Shaco invade definitely did a lot already. Look at where Varsal is spotting. He just had to abandon his bot side.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I think Living is just trying to state that he's the greater arrogant player by flashing first, and Apocalypse returns the sort of the jest by flashing as well, stating, if you don't have flash, I don't need flash.
Maybe they've been watching too many six-pack videos too, you never know.
I mean, these two, you just have to see their interviews and you'll get a bit of a taste of what kind of players they are. And here comes Iglos here.
Iglos.
He's...
Getting yeah.
I was gonna say...
Is he winning it?
It seems so. There's one!
Oh my god, he's winning it!
Apocalypse counters the W from Iglos, and Zabiru gets in there. That's 2 kills for Eversio, but Apocalypse picks one. 2 for 1 here on the roam here for Iglos. Oi.
Hey, I'll take that. That's a miracle and a half. That
Ooh,
somehow
Apocalypse
worked out.
gets the damage, but here comes Varsal. He has to know that he's coming. The Agnivia gets a lot of tank stats. And there's the wall being used against the flashless Mel. The damage is out here. IHFW deceives over, drops the box. There's the ignite onto Varsal. Varsal forced to flash. And Zabiru is here on the return. There's the kill. The extended home guards dispatch give a lot of move speed. Everyone's back from base. And the extended play here. The Halo Blaze is back. The upper hand from Iglos misses, and that's the end of this very long and extended exchange of plays here. In the end, Eversio walk away with a kill above here, but above the rest.
Yeah, they
Wow.
got a kill. They got a beautiful wave state in the top lane. Even mid lane is looking pretty good. It'll bounce back towards Living. This is a very big lead for Eversio, in my opinion. And all of what looked to be an impossible play. I don't know how the heck Iglos managed to make the 1v3 work. But he's gonna kill Zabiru again here, it seems. Can he survive that? Just barely, I think. Yes, potion's ticking, but he's gonna be out of lane again with no teleport. Unless...
Yeah, we need some way to stop Iglos. He's gonna be one of the major win conditions. Especially on this patch where top laners just become so strong. Especially later on, we just can't have him have all the conditions to win.
Yeah, it's another thing. Good point. Zambir is really good on Chen, but this patch I feel like hasn't really been favoring tanks at all. With top laners getting so much free XP, these bruiser type champions, and even AD carries have been doing too bad. They really found their place in the meta.
Yeah, Iconic currently
Switching
does
some
have that
pressure on the
CS lead.
bubbles.
It's definitely the case of just the support use case here. Karma just being quite oppressive, even severe to some extent as well. Corki just needs to have those setups and does spike a bit better on 6 as well. Let's see, HFW looks at this bot lane. He has the red buff as well available to him. The deceive goes through. Iconic is unaware of what's going on and Awakens the target choice here. The flash was still available. The heal used from Brimba to get the move speed. There's the stun. And HFW pops the last shot. There's Awaken going down. So far so good here. HFW's been everywhere. He's been top, he's been mid, he's been bottom. Can he transition this into a bit better of a lead? Meanwhile, Varsal is just farming. And on the current patch, junglers can also accelerate their income and experience if they continue farming. And there's a flash for real this time in the mid lane.
Yeah, it was a real flash. Varsal's been farming a lot, but it's on a Sejuani, and I don't know if that's really what you want to do. Not that he has to be doing too much of this game, to be honest. His lanes are kind of just stomping here.
Yeah, major CS leads here, all across the boards here, with the kill on top. Eversio are currently in the 1.2k lead here. Have a look at a bit of the gold states. Damn. Don't look top gold if it's 1.1k all on Eyegloss pretty much. 400 gold lead in the jungle for HFW. We have also 300 gold lead for living in the mid lane. 200 gold for bottom in Iconic, and supports, I mean, do they really matter? But they're equal for those that care. So overall, 3 winning lanes here for Eversio. But jungle is ahead for Whimsy&Joy.
Awaken in trouble.
Awaken doesn't have flash, he gets targeted here, the ignite goes out. And there's the fear. HFW drops though. As Varsal is able to pick up that, Apocalypse gets the kill on living. And Brimba now left in a precarious spot. He does headbutt in to try and get out. Varsal takes a lot of damage. It's not enough. Eversio pick up 2 kills for 1.
Yeah, Whimsy&Joy finally engaged there. They thought they had a free pickup on Awaken, but they traded HFW for it. And their damage kind of ran out. They just, Eversio just got the free second kill as well in that exchange. Nice attempt though. I'll give him that. That's translated to a dragon for Eversio here though. No one really here to contest unless Corki wants to go for the Miracle Rocket. Doesn't really look like it.
Oh, we have Apocalypse here.
Next the enemy E. But the stun is
Run, Forest, run! Okay, no. You don't get it. Better luck next time, Apocalypse. Living and Awaken are on duty.
Yeah, Apocalypse not really getting to play the 1v1, I feel like, and he's really having trouble figuring this one out. Can't really blame it. It's a pretty tough position, having given over that slight early lead in the early game. And if they're getting 6 first, kind of just gave her prio for the rest of the lane.
This Anivia already 250 gold. There's the Roll of Ages complete, so we thought he was tough to take down before. He's getting even tougher now.
Yeah, they'll need a lot more items on the Mela and the Shaco here to effectively deal with the Anivia. But if she's ever caught out, they could definitely get it done. She will be a bit of a menace in the side lane here, coming up shortly. Oh no, okay. I thought Iconic was a bit of trouble, but Brimba backs off. Botline has been pretty boring, I want to say. Like, they really haven't been going at it 2v2, and Awaken has realized that and kind of just been roaming the whole game. And Whimsy&Joy don't seem to have a good answer.
Living still has flash available, but uses the wall excellently. Here comes Eyegloss with the upper hand, gets massive damage on IHFW, who's now taunted. But Eyegloss is actually close to dropping. Where's the damage coming from? And we see the jungler falling here. Whimsy&Joy are out a person. Apocalypse is also taking a lot of damage. Living forced into his egg state, but so far it's a 1 for none. Eversio have full control of this Void Crabs area. And now transition into this mid lane priority. And back to the objective, I assume. Whimsy&Joy are trying. They're having some good trades, yes? And but it's not working out.
Yeah, as I say. Absolutely agree. That looked like a good fight overall, but the items just aren't there. Like, Eversio just had more damage. And sure, they got the egg. They almost got egg loss. A few more items at that play would have probably been okay for Whimsy&Joy, but they end up going down just a little bit further. This deficit is growing.
Yeah, it's a bit sad
somewhere
to have the egg form and Iglos especially running away with literally 100 health to his name. Stay in there, Whimsy&Joy. We believe in you. We're pretty sure they have the entire community backing them up. Fighting off the demons that are Eversio. Hoi hoi hoi.
They're still looking pretty demonic here in the mid lane. Apocalypse is having trouble in this 1v1 too. He keeps reflecting the Anivia E, but the stun easily connects afterwards as he's slowed by the ult. Take Living's kind of figured out the matchup, and Apocalypse is kind of playing catch up right now. He's gonna need someone to bail him out. They're trying to play on the bot lane. They engage with Brimble, but I don't think this was a very good idea. The return is gonna be here. They're just gonna trade ults and back off.
I really like this use of Zeke's Herald here on the Sejuani. The updated version does give him the ultimate haste as well. Returning sort of a returning build maybe of 2-3 seasons ago, and Varsal was definitely one to sport this in the past as well. Some things never change, do they?
Speaking of new items too, I can see that Karma is going for the new circlet item, and I want to say Alistair probably goes for the Bandle Pipes here, the new support item for tanks. So we're going to see a few new items, I feel like.
We already have HFW as well with the updated Umbral Grave. This one will be dealing extra damage, scaling with lethality as he comes out of vision or invisibility. So let's see, we thought Deceive was strong and Backstab, all of them put together. It's a nasty combo. And there it is, Awakening gets engaged on, there's the flash used, but now HFW is in a bit of a dangerous spot without Deceive. Varsal uses the ult, and they seem to be getting the first pick. Living gets the first kill here, putting him on a rampage. HFW drops Apocalypse, goes away. Counters the icicle there, but still forced to flash as the Anivia wall is persistent and keeping him held together there. Eversio just looks so comfortable. Not a single fight for Whimsy&Joy has worked out so far.
I like that they're still trying them, I'll be honest. That maybe was a bit too ambitious. They had no ults on the support and jungle there going for that play. Really deep into the jungle. Very nice flash from Awaken though. It might have been a return kill if it weren't for that flash. Might be a play in the bot lane here. HFW is down here.
We still have the stand united on Zambiru. We still haven't seen it yet. HFW is already here though. That's very interesting. I swear he just died. Oh, there's the pulverize. But oh, Brimba's getting kited to hell and back. In the
They
meanwhile,
might turn this with the Shen ult, but it's looking a bit rough. Nice fear! Oh my god, that was so close. Oh. Ulting on 1 HP to get the clone to instantly pop. Just barely not getting the kill again. That was just a long sword away from working.
It's a continued state in these games. On top, in the meanwhile, Varsal as well got that Ocean Dragon. You just can't win it. But we've seen what with great determination could follow. And there's the ult from Sej as well. Varsal has that up again, and Apocalypse just has no answer to this. The aftershock on top of everything just makes Varsal so tanky. A nice upper hand by Iglos. Damn, that ult does a lot of damage.
Is that kill?
Zambiru flashes. Is it enough? Yeah, he does get out of that one. Oh no, HFW just not
ties again.
there. Yeah, he just can't ever deceive in.
Zambiru.
Oh no, Zambiru finds a ghosting Darius. Alright, FF, go to game 2. That's it.
Yeah.
Guys,
That might be the
exclamation
call
mark
here.
refill in the chat to get an entry in winning Gecko's mead. It's a delicious beverage that tastes like a apple wine or like a honey wine. In the meanwhile, we see Mr. Small trying his best. He gets the kill. Drops a Iconic in exchange in the 1v2 play. Mr. Small continues to show why he's not to be messed with. And now we see Brimba and HFW relentless here, chasing down Awaken. Can we get the play here? This would be the first winning play that Whimsy&Joy can net themselves. There's the headbutt pulverize. Whimsy&Joy do get the 2-for-1 play. HFW gets the kill.
That's something. That's nice for him. Unfortunately, bot lane was the only lane without a shutdown, so it's not that huge. But
It's a Bamble Pipe Sejuani angle. Holy.
he's just buying all the new items on Sejuani. I love it. I mean, it's definitely good here. Like,
Oh, Living forced to flash.
he's got all he needs.
But
yeah.
HFW's here. There's the damage. He's so
There's
tanky. He does get egged. And that's the second play of the game. Shut down onto Mr. Small. Whimsy&Joy pick up the pace. But in the meanwhile, Iconic.
That's big.
Huge.
That's a lot of money going over to Corki. He outpaces Sivir here. He's up in gold now. So he is a win con. They're not out of the woods yet. They still have to figure out what to do about these side lanes. As they try to play in the mid lane, I don't think it's that good. Awaken might be in some trouble. He gets slowed down.
Can he get caught in the
teammates.
rotation? Varsal is on the
They're
side.
just gonna let him die.
Apocalypse gets the kill.
I'm not sure if that was intentional. I feel like Awaken was probably screaming for help and no one really rotated to do something about it. He does end up going down. But look at
Who knows
what
what's
Igo
the
is doing
idea?
in the side lane, man. Like, look at how many people he's driving towards him. The rest of Eversio just has all the time in the world to farm up.
Don't look eyeglass level and don't compare it to, you know, literally anyone on Whimsy&Joy. 3 level
5
lead on
levels up on the enemy
Apocalypse.
support.
GG.
Peace.
Good luck Brimban engaging these fights. I think best leave the head bust to disengage in this case, but
Yeah, just get Eyeglass away from me. I do not want to see him on my screen. This really emphasizes a problem with these tanks in this meta, right? Because now the only person who has a chance at matching the enemy top laner is your own top laner, because he's the only one that's supposed to match him in XP. But what's a tank supposed to do into champions like this Darius here? As Brimba kind of gets caught out, clearing vision, nothing really to do about this one. It's another kill going over to Eyeglass. He's gonna hand back into the side lane. HFW in some trouble, deceives out, has to pop clone for it though. And Whimsy&Joy just bleeding out here, not really much to do on this map.
there's a turret as well. Iconic picks that up. Let's see, it's not that far, I mean, it's not that far gone. 7k gold. It's just on the right people for Eversio's case, that's the problem, right? It's but to be fair, Whimsy&Joy's gold is also on the Melon Corki. Let's see. Oh, Brimba. No, Brimba. Omae wa shindeu.
So squishy.
Yeah, he's a goner. Igos pops the ghost, which is kind of big. But Eversio on soul point now is Varsal finishing off the dragon in the meanwhile. Zambiru takes so much damage. There's the upper hand used.
Another one. They
Awaken.
can't hold these towers. Even their tanks are way too squishy to do anything. We did reach 2 items on the Corki, close to 2 items on the Mel, but they're really just not finding the damage. They're gonna need more time. I'm not sure where they're gonna get it from. HFW goes for the play, looks for Awaken, finds one, is traded over immediately, but he's gonna go down as well. It's a 2-for-1, not the end of the world. They could hold this tower with it.
All in the meanwhile,
laners are pretty low for Eversio.
you see Iconic there on the side lane. He's getting all farmed up and fat. Taking all this gold for himself.
Push, push, push. You'd think that was a Mundo there.
He's
But
just taking
nope,
one
it's
for
iconic
the
Sivir.
books. He just needs Titanic Hydra, and he's got this. Oh, one of the new items
looks so
here.
weird in the spectator. Yeah, go ahead. Which one?
The diadem of songs. Maybe while you can. So apparently, anytime Awaken heals someone, he's also going to be healing people. Nice.
I've seen mostly just TikTok clips about cheesing that with Helias. I don't know if it's that good as like a standalone item. To be honest, it's like the heal is very constant, but it's pretty low. As we find him engaged, Abito finds Awaken, but no damage here. HFW is here to back him up, but he's so squishy he can't even get close to Eyegloss as he loses half his health to just Silver Boomerangs. Mr. Cocksmall did dash in. They're just gonna disengage. Brimba might be the sacrificial lamp here. Nice box. Might just get him out. Has dodged a Silver Boomerang.
Oh, this is back in!
HFW is going back in!
There's Awaken popped. Can Whimsy&Joy find more? HFW is on the run. He does not have flash.
He is. Deceive will be back soon.
Oh, the last ticks of damage from red buff do reveal him though. He will not be sneaky today.
Very admirable attempt though. Like they did get the kill. It was 1-4-0 for a while. Didn't manage to get out, but the tower is getting beat up now. Eversio might not want to risk it, but they're not backing off just yet. Now they might just be. As Awaken is back up, HFW will be back up in a sec too. They're just gonna settle for Whimsy&Joy's top side jungle, it seems.
Don't you love the 20-minute Barons being back as well? Sometimes the games felt so boring sometimes. If they don't contest Atakan or something jazzy until the 25th minute. So welcome back 20-minute Baron. We missed you. Oh, you weren't kidding, huh? Varsal really building all the new items today.
Just seeing which ones are cool. Yeah, so far, like you see the protoplasm harness. I didn't even know what that thing was called, but it's a very good tank item, especially when the enemy's not that far ahead, right? Because it just gives you time to heal up. It's just a lot of effective HP here.
I really feel like he's memeing a bit. Initially, he was having a bit of a harder time, you know, accepting maybe playing the finals in the new season. And I feel like this is his way of rebelling against the moment. I don't know. At least he has played his steel caps, you know, and the control.
Yes, he does. Oh no, Aglos has Ghost, but it's returned with Apocalypse Ghost on the Mel. Ghost for Ghost, I'd say that's a good trade. Players not having it.
Oh, don't look Zambiro's items. You just might tear up.
Whoa.
That's 22 minutes.
He's so homeless. Yeah. He doesn't really have anywhere to go, right? Like, the Zanuvia's gonna beat him up, the Darius is definitely gonna beat him up. And he can't really group with his team, because then the side lanes go unanswered.
Yeah, if by some miracle Whimsy&Joy can extend this game by another 20 minutes, they could be fighting on a bit more of an even plane. But yeah, I mean, 20 minutes really? I don't think so. But we'll see.
Yeah, I'd say the Shago's effectiveness is kind of wearing off as well. Like, it's not gonna get much better as we go on. They really have to fight the cheesy plays, which they have been going for in their defense. As Corki jumps into 2, Iconic is flashed on, flashes away, he's buying a bit of time, but he's gonna go down. Everyone is so low though. Corki gets the shield, HFW goes down, Brima will die again. Whimsy&Joy will not be able to make this play where it has the Sejuani ult, catches the ADC, catches the Shen, Apocalypse is running for his life. Flash used, might just get out of this one, but it's still a 4-for-1. Eversio can take whatever they feel like here.
Started off on a great engage, but
nice
it's a bit too late for this kind of stuff. The wallet difference is just too big. If you don't catch the individual and just pop them in a matter of like a second or two, the rest of Eversio could come running and challenge your efforts. But yeah, we have the last dragon here for Soul. 2 inhibitor turrets expose these inhibitors. And I assume Eversio would be wanting to go towards Baron. But not before we get that cheeky Eyegloss play. Brimba uses the Vision Plant, pushes Eyegloss back into his team. Seems like he's taking little to no damage, but he's slowly but surely going down. The entirety.
Is he dying?
He's just 1 Q off of healing his entire health bar. The entirety of Whimsy&Joy is here and shut down for Apocalypse. Is finally taken. It does give free reign, of course, to Living, pushing the tier 2 bot. And the Chemtech Dragon being stolen is taken by Varsal, giving even more pressure, even more shields when Eversio go low. I'm gonna have a hard time seeing Whimsy&Joy winning any potential future fights here. And this Baron push will be grand for Eversio.
Yeah, I feel like they can go for that thing whenever they feel like it. It's not like Whimsy&Joy can really walk into the Anivia and into the Sivir here. And that might just be the play coming up soon. I feel Darius took so long to take down. He was on 1 HP a few times, just barely off of the Mel Execute. But he kept getting those Qs off, he kept getting the Karma Shields. How do you really deal with that if you're Whimsy&Joy here? Like, what do? You just need more items on your carries, right?
Yeah, pretty much. If by some miracle someone can, maybe the Corki can get the Serpent's Fang here, could be a good thing. Zambiro here. Say goodbye. Oh, the wall saves him. Thank you, Living. Thank you so much. To be fair, everyone on Eversio is also quite low mobility. Anivia would have been quite a go-to pick on Whimsy&Joy for the same reasons as to why the wall would work. But here comes teleport. Well, teleport? Oh yeah, I forgot. Holy! Top laners get a free teleport these days. And there's the Baron. I mean, blink and you miss it. Eversio picked that up.
There might just be trading for some gold in mid lane, but they
flash
flash wall Apocalypse. I think they catch him too. There might just be a dead mill. They're not really turning with anything. You got a few plates in the mid lane, but they did give up Baron and the kill for it. Brimba is going to go down as well, as Awaken is stalling HFW as well. They're going for more too. They're not content. They find the ADC. They find the top laner. Shaco is running for his life, but Awaken is not making it easy. As he stops the back again, no one here to defend this base. Not that the Shaco would be doing all that much, but I think this one's over, Jansen.
It just might be. HFW pretty much fighting for his life. Awaken spamming all the buttons on his keyboard. In the meanwhile, Eversio are pushing in, Living with the Zhonya's tactics to deal double damage to the Nexus. And it just might be the end of game 1 as Eversio in a pretty much uncontested lead from start to finish in this match. A couple of nice plays from Whimsy&Joy, but better luck in game 2. Comments, do you have any maybe predictions here as to what you think will happen?
I don't know, it looks like Eversio probably have the edge here. They have the momentum going, but it never looked like Whimsy&Joy, it never looked like they gave up or they were tilting. I think they're still in this one, even though it's not in their favor. I wouldn't count them out yet, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Whimsy&Joy have done it before. Now what's interesting is that they've done it to Eversio and Agony, and the current Eversio roster is a mix of both. So can they do it to the combined efforts of the Ever Agony combo? Eversio has been this homogeneous team, like picking up talent locally, sort of not allowing them to slip out of their fingers. But when it comes to opportunity locally, they're the best we got, and they've been at it for a long time as well. Let's see here, first pick Oriana from Whimsy&Joy, lovely. She's been doing great this patch as well. Do you have any expectations from Living here? Maybe LeBlanc? Ari? Ari's also a good pick. Aye, LeBlanc changed.
Yeah, Oriana's a pretty good blind pick in general. I'm surprised that they wanted blue side just to get the Oriana though. Is it really that strong that you wanna?
Yeah, it's pretty strong because the upgraded boots as well, on top of everything here, like Oriana can go the magic resist boots, which really hold back a lot of her harder matchups, have really helped her sort of get through things. And current mid lane role is like more of a supportive role rather than a full hard carry playstyle. So Oriana really fit the ball on that. Okay, shut up, Jansen. Yunara pick up from Eversio. Any thoughts on this champion? Similar to Corki a bit, like low range, high damage, right?
Yeah, I'd say I think it's a bit higher range than Corki, I want to say, but it is pretty similar in that regard. Yeah. The Tristana though, that is a bit more aggressive, and I kind of like that from Whimsy&Joy.
It's a very hard scaling champion. It's doing really well in the current meta, especially with the crit changes as well. Let's see here. What do we get out of IHFW? I like the Malphite pickup, especially with the Oriana. It's something
I want
that
to see something a bit higher tempo than these tanks though. Like mid lane, sure, the Oriana is not that bad blind, but one of the worst matchups is still a Blanc that was immediately picked up by Eversio, so mid might already be in a bit of a tough spot. Picking the Amumu here might be a bit of a death sentence here for the mid lane.
There's the Nunu pick from Varsal. Varsal eating good this season, huh? He has the Nunu as well.
Yes, he is.
We're gonna get a chance, guys,
Yes,
to
he
see
is.
why this champion is a 60% win rate at the moment. And some of
Is
the
it
higher
still
else.
after the hotfix?
Oh, they
I
changed
believe they
something?
hotfixed
Okay,
it.
sorry, man. Yeah, I'm spreading misinformation here.
It's definitely still strong. I think the 60% was toned down a little bit. I believe the big part of it was Nuno was getting big snowballs out of the base with the upgraded home guards, which was a bit ridiculous. I can't quite off the top of my head remember how they toned it down, but we're going into the second phase of bans, and Lulu gets taken out immediately.
Yeah, I mean, Lulu with Tristana is a good pickup in general. I think Whimsy&Joy here would do them really well from. I mean, like when you think of champions that could go well for them, yeah, you need something like an enchanter, in my opinion, or something that can deny this Nunu snowball as well, and keep the Amumu like away from blowing up, if possible. Here, do you like Morgana? I know it's like not the best champion, but
No, honestly, I do like Morgana. She's a bit one-dimensional, like she's very specific, but in the drafts where she's good, she's
yeah,
definitely a viable pick.
I
Is
like
she good here?
I like
Mm,
Renata as well. I think
yeah.
Renata's pretty good as well here, and it denies LeBlanc burst, and the Q can also deny the Nunu ball. Mm, it helps Amumu as well if you get W
Uh,
on it as well. I don't know, but with Tristana, good pick.
Yeah, uh, could be. Nothing's particularly sticking out to me though right now. Maybe the Braum doesn't look too bad. I don't know if you want to go an Enchanter with the Tristana here, to be honest. I doubt you're looking to play this one passively in the early game, right?
I don't know.
Because
I
your mid
I
lane
I,
is
st-
already in a bit of a bad spot. Yeah? Sorry?
I still like it a bit because I think Renata is like really good in general, but especially if Yonara goes sort of is quite predictable her positioning and stuff, and you get a good ult on her, kind of
Hmm.
negate a lot of what this champion wants to do. But
Yeah, I agree.
Brom could be an option for sure. It denies LeBlanc, it denies Yunara as well in the same way. Not much for Nuno,
They
or
did
you can ult him, or
they did ban out Emilio, so Renata actually could be a very good shout when I think about it. But the Mundo kind of just turned this draft upside down, I think, because now they really need to find an answer to it. The Vayne would be definitely a good answer, and the Braum coming through.
I'm closing my eyes, Sepion. Let me know when Zambiuro changes his pick.
Ooh. You can open them back
No,
up
are
again.
you sure about that?
I don't think he'll be doing that.
Oh yeah, we get the vein top here from Zambiuro. It's
He's really banking on this 1v1, right? Like it's the polar opposite of the Shed from last game.
yeah, the vein top is has not been always the greatest thing for him, but he's bringing it out yet again. This time against Doctor Mundo, who in theory should be quite okay against ranged champions, I think. But let's see here. And Bard last pick by Awaken here. I think Bard into Braum is very Bard favorite for sure, but let's see if they can pilot it here. All eyes on Apocalypse here. And if Tristana for Mr. Small and Zambiru get to an appropriate level, It's a lot of DPS coming out from Whimsy&Joy.
I like the draft from Eversio here. It really looks pretty strong. I don't think they're really banking on playing the bot lane matchup much. Braum isn't much of an engaged champion. He could definitely find fights with the Q, but if you never really engage on him and the bar just roams away, this Yuna is going to be pretty safe. I don't think they're really threatening much of a dive with their current composition, Whimsy&Joy. So they're looking to put a lot of pressure onto this Orianna with the Nunu, with the LeBlanc, and the Bard here. I expect Apocalypse is going to have a pretty tough game here. And even in the top lane, like Bane bullies Mundo throughout just about the entire game. Once he gets his Warmogs online, it's not too bad. But the Vayne is really just meant to shut down this Mundo. And they really can't get this Vayne, get an advantage, to be honest. Otherwise, the Mundo is just not going to be a factor on the map.
Yeah. I mean, Vayne just scales. Like, if Vayne survives this laning matchup, he's gonna be sitting pretty, right? Like, he scales like in perpetuity to how much Mundo scales, right? Like on par for sure. But LeBlanc is LeBlanc, you know. But hopefully Zombie here builds correctly. He could go the Wits End route as well. It does a
Yeah.
lot in this game for him as well. The Terminus and Jack Show potentially. So we'll have to wait and see. Even Orianna here from Whimsy&Joy could route into the Magic Resist route as well if he wants to. But overall, you know, we have Awaken on Bard. He could really set up some nice Bard ults before Amumu gets the engage or before Orianna can ult, and that could be a bit troubling. We can also get the Bard ult into a maximum Nunu ult. I don't know how Barsal builds his Nunu. In general, I think he's still gonna go like the more utility heavy kind of route, especially with an ADC like Iconic. But if he goes for the full AP Nunu, you could get the surprise combo. Okay, but probably not. But we'll see. Why not? Sky's the limit.
I feel like most snowballs are going to get eaten up by Braum E, so he might not opt to go full AP here. But you never know.
Let's see as we get on into the game draft now, the game lobby.
Really big shift on Whimsy&Joy's top side, right? Like we went from a Shen Shaco to a Vayne Amumu. I feel like that's a very big shift in play style here for him. I wonder how they're gonna adapt because they were pretty aggressive last game, right? They were invading constantly, even when they were behind. I don't feel like you can really do that with this setup.
Oh, the insta pause here. It's coming from Whimsy&Joy. I wonder what's going on. Their support sometimes has issues, but it's the top lane.
Top flag.
There's lag in Gozo apparently. Yeah, okay, sorry I said that.
He's in Gozo?
I take it back.
He doxed him. That's fucked up.
Alright. The lag has stopped.
It's a bit of a shame that the level 1 invades aren't really that popular anymore. I kind of liked guessing what was going to happen in level 1, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you see it if you've been playing solo queue a bit recently, but you see like people trying to get an invade, but it's like it's so half-winded, like they see it, they're like,
yeah,
oh well, he saw us vibe. Everyone runs back to their lanes, which is wild.
Speaking of, okay, that looks scary from Apocalypse. I can't believe he did that so confidently.
Let's see. I mean, these mid laners, they're as I said before, like they're quite how you say, double lift-esque in terms of mentality. If you know, but
I don't think I know. I don't think I get that one. Can you explain?
Oh, it's like the expectancy of being the best, like they're very upfront about it and sort of spirited that everyone else is just bad or something, But they're pretty good, so
yeah, I agree. Tristana here starting with the Q, giving over the push to Eversio. I don't know what to really make of that. I don't know if they had much of a plan here. Maybe they were looking to get a Braum stun off easier with its Tristana Q, but that does mean that getting shoved in here, give over the level 2. Won't mean too much as both junglers are patting towards the bot side. Nunu did skip his Krugs though, so he will be here a bit faster than Whimsy&Joy might expect.
Yeah, we see the lane matchup here for Braum is a bit rough in the earlier parts. But Mr. Small holding on with his CS. Awaken just making sure to deny as much as possible. Meanwhile in the mid lane here, Apocalypse taking the full frontal assault from Living here as LeBlanc really does have make Orianna have a hard time.
Yeah, I mean LeBlanc makes most mages have a hard time. Orianna is honestly on the bit of a better side in that matchup, but it's still really rough.
Zambiru though finding a lot of
success. He doesn't really have the bailout of a Shaco, right?
No.
Yeah, he is. That's, I mean, that's kind of just how you expect it to go, right?
Well, at least it does work out
probably
in
be able to keep that one up.
In Whimsy&Joy's favor, as Varsal will most likely hover around bot lane for the most of this game, but
yeah, true.
Alright, Brimble dashes
in the bot lane.
Damn, the Q does not land. And Awaken now gets forced. Oh, the flash Q here from IHFW does land on Agonic. It's the end of that play, as Awaken did flash himself.
Fair enough. Flash for flash.
Apocalypse just teleported in just to lose half his health. The snowball hits him right in the face.
Good call from Vassar. I don't know if you noticed, but when that play bot was going on Vision, he still opted to go mid lane and punish this Orianna, really playing to the win con of this LeBlanc.
Yeah, Zambiru needs to be careful. He should know that this is a potentiality. There's the first blood. There's the condemn used onto Varsal. The ghost is popped. Can Zambiru make it away? He's running. The root landed from Varsal. The damage is there. Uses the smite as well. Uses everything in his arsenal. Varsal gets the kill. So 1-for-1 play as Zambiru tries his best. Nicely played though. In the end, a kill on this Vayne is 10x what a kill on Varsal on this Nunu will be doing.
Yeah, absolutely true. That top lane matchup is just going to be a little bit rougher for Iglos here. It's really, top lane really just feels like it's Zambiru versus Varsal here, as this Mundo will not be interacting much in the early game. Living dodges out on 1Q, another one's going to be coming through, but the Apocalypse is very low. They'll just be backing off. Living is getting a lot of pressure in the mid lane here, as you'd expect.
CS-wise though, Apocalypse doing good for himself, as he's not really that far gone. Well, I mean, now he is a bit. He's like one wave down, I guess, but it looked good there for a second. Sorry, it was like 31 to 28 or something.
Yeah, not too bad so far. Living is gonna get the back off and will have his ult online soon. Probably faster than Apocalypse. So that might be a big window to get the kill. Ignite will be up soon as well. So Apocalypse has to be aware of those timings and be careful here. Spot lane is just kind of bullying their opponents here. Eversio is really not giving them any time to breathe. I think Mr. Coxmal has a small CS advantage here though, at the very least. Going for the fight, jumps in, Awaken portals right into HFW, no flash. They're not gonna give the kill over to the ADC. In fact, Awaken's gonna give him the runaround. Can they catch him here? Nunu is here to back him up. Flash has to be used from Brimba there. And mid lane, probably dead. Not to level up. Ooh, Living has to be angry about that one.
I mean, if Orianna can keep getting away with it, it's not gonna look great for Living. But his redeeming factor is he can pop one of these hyper carries like the Tristan or like Zambiru's Vayne here as well.
Has to do it through the Braum, so it's not super easy, but he does have good targets. Zambiru goes in, ult for ult. Iglos trying to run out of this one, but
Zambiru's on pace
to do it.
The condemn is not enough. And Zambiru does not chase that one. Meanwhile, we didn't talk about what Hextech Dragon picked up here by Varsal for Eversio.
They do have jungler ult first. Might be a big combo here as the Orion ult is used. Curse of the Sad Mummy will not be popped. It just goes down for free. IHFW maybe a bit asleep at the wheel there. I'm not sure if it would have mattered.
I mean, it looks really good for Whimsy&Joy. The shockwave alone picked up too, but
Yeah.
end results.
Surprised it didn't ult there. I wonder what happened. It did cause Living to back off here, it seems. At least Apocalypse gets a bit of breathing room here in the mid lane. Is LeBlanc gonna build the Gunblade here? Well, someone said no mana in the chat. I wasn't quite looking at him when his mana could definitely be the case. Engage attempt onto Awakens, just gonna portal out. Takes a big chunk of health though. I feel like Whimsy&Joy's lanes are kind of turning this around now. As Brimbo's probably gonna get his ult soon. A bit more impactful than the board ult on Braum. Might make the 2v2 possible here.
Yeah, we have the grubs spawning now. Both supports are still caught in the bot lane. In isolation here, it should in theory be Whimsy&Joy favored. Only if Living rotates should it go in Eversio's lead, but Shockwave soon up as well. Curse of the Sad Mummy available, and so is I believe Night Stalker for Zambiru.
Ooh.
Apocalypse takes a ton of damage though going into the fight. The Shockwave lands, but
Oh,
it's
no!
not really enough. Varsal gets a full channel off. And now the jungler is even low. HFW here falls very low. Varsal tanks a full 3 tower shots. There's a 2-for-1 in the mid lane here. Of course, critical members are going down here. Zambiru meanwhile still hammering away on Iglos. But I mean, no one gets void grubs, right? But Living keeps on living. Oy, oy, oy.
Yeah, Living got the kills he needed. He's on 3 kills now, right? 2, and Nuno got one of them. But very unfortunate play. I'm not sure if you saw the 2v2 happening in the mid lane, and it's entirely a lot of ults whiffed for Whimsy&Joy. That could have definitely been a good play, but the execution wasn't quite there. Sabir was in trouble in the top lane, has to flash out.
Interesting to note, he went Unsealed Spellbook Mundo, and he just used Exhaust there on Zambiru. I've never seen this on a Mundo before. But he just knows that he's not gonna get too many grass procs, so just might as well take advantage of the summoner spells. Very interesting.
Yeah, I've seen Eloise kind of test this out as a play. Comes through to the mid lane, another death on Apocalypse. This LeBlanc is really online with the Hextech Gunblade. A lot of burst. But Eloise, the Mundo guy, has been experimenting with this one, mostly in the mid lane, into these mages where you can't pro grasp. Having another combat sum just makes a lot of sense there. And he's using it in the top lane to the Vayne here. Brimbot finds Varsal. Probably gonna be okay though.
Don't look Varsal items, okay?
He's going for the same exact build.
Yeah.
But this time he's switching up the order, so maybe he's found a few favorites.
Yeah, he's going for lifeline item next for sure.
Has to be careful. He does have his own backup, but he can get blown up quite quickly. Might be trying to set up a trap here. Yamumu starts up grubs all on his lonesome, but both supports are rotating here. It looks like Varsal fancies the Krugs more than the objective though.
Yeah, might just
Maybe
be
pressure.
for Whimsy&Joy to take.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they just don't realize it's happening. They do have a ward on it. I think it's just Zambiru's pressure is a bit too much. They realize the Mundo won't really be in a factor. Won't be in a factor if the fight comes through, so they just opt to give him over. Would have been nice to have, but not the end of the world. This Vayne is gonna be getting a lot of plates though with the grubs.
To be fair, it shows maturity on Eversio's part. Not going for a grubs that they can maybe give up and not trying to flip the game. Well done, Eversio. Good job.
Shockwave views in the mid lane the Chunk living, but that does mean it's not available for this fight. They go for the free dragon here. HFW is down here. I'm not sure if Eversio's bot lane realized it. He shows now they're probably going to get out of this one. The play in the mid lane is happening though. Apocalypse forced to flash out of the snowball. And flashless in this lane is basically a death sentence as soon as the Ignite comes back up for living. Has to be careful. Did not opt for the Merc Treads, interestingly enough, into the double AP mid jungle. Iglos is not having the best of times. Tries to fight back, but he's gonna go down. The Nunu is top, trying to make the play happen. Might just get the return kill again, but the 1v1 for Iglos is really not looking good here.
I feel like Zambiro's about to type 1v1 me bro, you really need jungle? In all chat or something, you know?
I mean, can't really blame him. What's this Mundo supposed to do? Like, he's just gonna keep taking a beating and getting kited out. Apocalypse takes so much damage, almost 100 to 0 here. Living, it's gonna have another rotation coming up soon.
Excellent shield timing there by Apocalypse. Gets the shutdown on top. We see Whimsy&Joy trying to dive Iconic. There's the Bard out. Mr. Small gets a lot of damage onto Iconic. He could be next in the pot. And there it is, there's a quick double kill here for Whimsy&Joy. They've turned it up a notch here in the 13th minute. As Apocalypse gets the first kill, the bot lane gets 2 more.
This might just be what they needed. They're getting a lot of gold in their pockets. A bit of a misstep in the mid lane from Living, almost getting the 100-0, but ends up dying for it. Beautiful dive in the bot lane. Awaken really tried with that ult, but not quite enough. 3 kills going over to Whimsy&Joy. They're up in gold, they're up in kills. Just barely though. They're not out of the woods yet. Eversio could definitely still have ways to run away with this one, as Amar is coming through for the Orianna here. Gonna be a bit tougher to take down. Or the LeBlanc, but still I think they have more than enough damage.
Shockwave use catches Varsal, but that's about it. Brimbas here, but the return is not enough. Is there ever a state where Iglos can ever potentially fight Zambiro here in the top lane? I have no idea.
Technically, if Zambiro, Iglos would have to build damage. Like the theory behind it is you have to one-tap her before she kills you. You can't really tank a Vayne, so you just have to build damage. But building damage here is a bit bad than the rest of the teams. Awaken is just kind of getting engaged on. He's just going to go down, honestly. Iconic is not able to dish out the same damage as the Tristana. But the top lane theory here is to play in the bot lane, actually. Big
Mr. Small
kill.
getting a lot of damage.
Probably gonna down.
Apocalypse with the teleport gets the first kill. Living is here to respond, and Iconic pops the ult. Dashes forward with that W, gets a lot of damage through. But this could signal the end of it. Living is around town. He goes in, but goes out.
Oh, look at top lane. I think Iglos is getting his revenge.
Oh, the flash used by Zambiro. He goes back, gets the Q off. And Iglos is getting a lot of those abilities off. But now he's on the return of the adventure here. As IHFW is here to save the day. Zambiro almost gets a kill. Iglos slips that. Mundo does what he wants, I guess. A nice ult here by Mr. Small, denying Living the damage. Now Awaken is taking the return.
But his cool is going to be back up.
Everybody needs to be careful for his AD's sake. That's the end of that play.
Whimsy&Joy playing out of their minds, honestly. Like, they're just mechanically playing very well here. Great timing. Iglos finds a nice timing in the top lane. I think he backed and Zambiro didn't. So Iglos recognized that timing, but the jungler is there to back Zambiro up. And now that he's back with his items, with full HP, he's gonna go back to bullying the Mundo. And junglers really aren't putting towards there just yet. They might be soon with the Herald up though.
Yeah, Iglos now has that Warmoth as well. So he just walks off the damage he takes. Apocalypse in mid gets caught out by a snowball. He does not have flash. The shockwave is used. As just before the objective here, he gets popped.
Yeah. He's not getting out of that one again.
And now Whimsy&Joy are really in a bad spot here. As both jungle mid from Eversio rotating down bot. Meanwhile, Zambiru gets a kill in top lane, but we see Brimba being first forced on. A great curse of the sad mummy. Varsal drops as Mr. Small is dealing a ton of damage. So far, it's a 1-for-2 play. Whimsy&Joy on the run
Tristana's
here.
dealing so much. Like, they're so close to making these plays happen, even in 3v4. The Tristana's doing crazy damage. Living just barely gets out of that one too. But it is Eversio that come out ahead on that one. Dragon is up. Top. Top is not looking too good. Do not look at top lane. That's the thing, right? Like, Warmogs does heal you back up, but it's not like that instant heal. You still have to just wait under tower to let it heal you back up. And Vayne is not gonna run out of damage, really. She has Essence Reaver, you can't really time out her mana. You can't really turn her damage, so you're just eventually gonna run out of resources as Mundo, of all things. And the tower does go down as well as the kill.
Yep, for sure. If and we see as well the lifeline item here on Varsal being built. Congratulations. It's 2 of the new items here. See, Dragon is the next contested here. Zambiru is fed. He's around town, and so is Mr. Small. The right people are fed at the moment. We are potentially one Amun ult, one Orianna ult away from getting massive gold into Whimsy&Joy's pockets.
I'm surprised the Eyeglass was rotated down here. I'm not sure they want the 5v5 fight, or maybe just looking for a pick. But I would much rather, I think, see Eyeglass beat down this top lane tower.
Yeah, that's.
But they are opting for the fight
still. Angle. But they really want to secure the soul point.
Very surprised that they're not really contesting this one.
There it is.
They have the AoE for the fights, don't they?
Maybe they're just respecting and waiting for the next fight. Playing against a team like Eversio, you might get a bit underconfident as well. You might not want to push that boundary.
I suppose so. Eyeglass is in the back line. He's confident about it though. He's showing these cleavers. They're hitting their marks too. But they might be in some trouble. But who's in trouble there? As Living kind of backs off. Herald is still up.
Overall, gold's relatively equal. It's just the dragons, of course, that are a bit problematic here for Whimsy&Joy.
Without Vayne there, the Mundo is very tanky. Tristana does a lot of damage, but it's not really percentage health damage, so it does take her a while to take the Mundo down. So Eyeglass can kind of avoid the Vayne. He's not doing too bad. Maybe Living can match the Vayne instead of him. That would really be a great answer for him, as this mid lane tower is not going to be standing much longer, I feel like. Another play going down. And a lot of people rotating here to defend it. Really just gives Eversio more time to find their power spikes here in the items. It can be an absolute nuisance here, poor Brimbo. Just wants to hang out in his jungle. The pick in the mid lane, just like that. Blink and you'll miss it. Living finds the Tristana. A snowball onto IHFW. A massive Curse of the Sad Mummy. But no real damage here coming back as Varsal is going to go golden. A nice ult, but none of the carries are here to capitalize on it. And it's a 2-4-0 here. 2 kills going over to Living. 5 and 1 on the LeBlanc. And he's going to walk back into the top lane here. Eyeglass did go down, I believe, in the solo lane and didn't quite realize it. He really cannot be matching this Vayne here. Stormrazor and her passive means she's gonna run him down any day of the week. It might just be Baron for Eversio here. Apocalypse takes a big chunk out of Iconic. Flashing out of the ult, gets stunned up. Living is here, has the damage probably. So many shields onto the Orianna, just barely gonna walk out of this one. And they're gonna have to back off that Baron. They're not confident in doing it.
Wow, Eversio actually denied that, stopped that one. I'm very surprised. It must be the sort of the arrival of Zambiro into the picture, but Whimsy&Joy starting this is absolutely insane to my head, but I mean, we have a Iconic recalling there. It's gonna take him a while to come back. So the question is, do they take the fight? And they totally should. Why are they flipping Baron? There's a Nunu as well. He has flash. He just consumes it, guys. Come on. It's so obvious though. Alright, Mr. Small gets one. Can they get more? That's a full Baron buff in exchange for the jungler. Enjoy.
It's not the end of the world. They do have tempo on the map. They're gonna get something here. Flash from HW misses the bandage toss. It's probably gonna be a play. Shockwave miss too. Whimsy&Joy really have to back out of this one. I don't like them starting Baron because they did find the pick and the LeBlanc had not backed. Might be a play here. Big ult.
Living falls. There goes Iconic. And Awakens the last one to stand. He's on auto away. Can they get him? There. Yoy. Apocalypse barely misses that one. Power play here by Whimsy&Joy.
They didn't get the Baron, but that was a beautiful fight here. As they're gonna get a lot for their trouble here. Tier 2 goes down. I want to say the Baron wasn't really all that bad a call. Living got a bunch of kills, but never got a chance to back and reset to get, you know, the items off of the golds. They got a pick before it. I do think it's a bit weird that they just assumed the Nunu wouldn't show up. But other than that, they really played that fight very well, and they kind of came out ahead with it. I was really not respecting the Vayne. If that Vayne stayed in the bush just a little bit longer, he'd be a dead man right now. Do they find a play into Awaken? They're definitely going for it. Stun comes through, but the portal just in the nick of time. Trying to catch Whimsy&Joy off guard here. Living's looking, he's fishing, misses all of his stuff, and has to back off. Just have to wait for the cooldowns. Whimsy&Joy are looking for the engage. Braum ult misses. Brimble going very low. HFW all on his lonesome in the backline here. One man ult is not going to do it. Shockwave is also not going to connect onto much. Whimsy&Joy are getting routed here. Eversio are in some trouble, maybe actually. As the Tristana's in the backline just hammering away. Finds two. No way he makes it three, right? Tigloss is full HP. This Tristana will not make the miracle happen. Nice attempt, but Eversio are going to be coming out ahead on that one.
Some small things that people might have missed there is Awaken's amazing Bard ult. It pretty much denied the whole tempo of the play. As IHFW goes in for the Curse of the Sad Mummy, the Bard just as the rest of the team, unable to respond. We got a nice shockwave in return, but it was a bit too late by then. And of course then we got the Mr. Small sequence.
This Tristana is an absolute menace, jumping into the backline and really not a care in the world, just saying I'm better than you and going for that crazy play. It's not working out too bad, but it's not exactly winning the game either. They have to figure something out. Their wombo combo is still there. There was a one-man Amumu, a five-man Amumu would definitely been a very different story. So Eversio have to be careful, but they're the ones dictating tempo in this game, it seems.
Yep. It's a classic case here. We see the Randuin's Omen, the first item in the whole series Varsal has built that is not related to the new season. It's a fantastic item against the Tristana. Won't do much help against the Vayne though.
That's not too bad against the Vayne, honestly. She's building IE as well. As far as tank items go against Vayne, that's one of the best you can get. He's still not gonna be exceedingly tanky, as you said, but it's something.
Yep.
Vayne is pretty squishy though. You mentioned you want to see with Send and stuff on her. She's going for full damage here. So Bri really thinks he has to be the one to carry this one.
Yeah. I had a concept once for a tank item that would be like, we would call it like true defense. You know, it would be like a stat that reduces a percentage of any, you know, like if you take true damage, it'll actually defend you against it, you know, like 20% reduction or something, or 15%. Could be cool, right?
Maybe, yeah. I
Maybe.
think they want to keep true damage, like specifically can't do anything about it. That does raise some problems, as you can see.
True.
But it would mean a change of philosophy for them. But you are right in that there aren't really that many good answers to tanking Vayne. But,
Or Fiora.
or Fiora, yeah, exactly. Like, you just have to heal, basically. Which isn't always an option. 3 people collapsing on him, but the Vayne isn't here. I'm not sure he cares. Eversio are doing a really good job of just having Mundo avoid the Vayne and having LeBlanc answer her instead. Ooh, that was almost disastrous. I'm not sure if you got that, but what
Yeah, I'm
happened to
not
old
sure
Just
what's the idea behind that play, to be fair. Oh, hello.
Whoa, that was close!
Living
And
just
the
saying
shield
hello
just barely saves him.
from the side.
3 items on the LeBlanc, that's a massive power spike. He's gonna be one-tapping just about anyone. They have to be careful. Sabir getting run down a bit by Aglos here. He's trying to chase back, but he has backup. Has to be careful. Aglos might just be baiting. Mr. Small looks for the fight, but Baron actually goes down. I didn't even catch that. It was 2-manned by Eversio. Aglos in some trouble, gonna get stunned up. Pops ult, shockwave onto Living, finds a good chunk of damage, but now do they have anything to make the fight happen? They might just be in some trouble here, or they're just gonna back off. Eversio looking to catch the waves instead of taking the risky fight here. Opting for the smart choice, as they don't even lose anyone for that Baron.
Yeah, they also have the Cloud Soul on top of everything. We've not seen it utilized that much, but we saw Iglos there running at Mach speed with his ult with Ghost with the Cloud Drake. Let's see, Zambiru or Iglos is going down in this scenario, or not? Alright.
Zambiru hasn't backed in ages. He has a bunch of gold on him, not quite enough for Infinity yet, but he's sitting on this HP for a while. And it's just gonna concede top tower for it. Half of it at the very least, but the rest of the towers are also in some trouble. As Eversio is just going for a 3-pronged attack here, Living maybe going for the flank, but Mr. Small is on the other side of the map. Apocalypse kind of rotating up, not much of an engage they can take onto him unless they want to commit Bard ult for him. No Zanyas on the Orianna. Apocalypse getting very cocky here, just walking up in their faces. Top lane tower gonna be going down, probably just barely. So is mid lane tower. And that's the tier 3 is going down for Whimsy&Joy, just about. It's Eversio back off finally. No inhib taken means that Whimsy&Joy won't be having that easy on the time CSing, right? It's like the waves are still going to be pushing back. Which is kind of where Eversio want them. They don't want the Whimsy&Joy comp to get their power spikes. They want to abuse the advantage that they have. And just keep picking them off as they have to walk up further from their base to get the CS. Dragon will be up. That is an Elder Dragon. Eversio picked up all 4 Drakes this game. Look at Living, fantastic flank to grab Zambiru here, who's just minding his own business. And that's a pickup before the fight even started.
Yeah, big damage here from Living. That's his primary job, and he's done it. So now Eversio feel free to engage. Mr. Small goes in. Barsal drops the ult in the middle. So far, that's a lot of damage from Mr. Small, but it's not enough as Iglos smacks him across the face. Brimbus tanking, but to what extent? The last man standing is Apocalypse. He'll get flashed on. And we can see a 1-4-5 here as Eversio are gonna transition this to potentially end the game as well, I believe. But let's see, Iconic
Vayne
falls.
is up in 10, but I'm not sure she can stop 4 people. did finish up the Infinity, yet she's so squishy though. This LeBlanc just pop her with her with her point and click. And really it's been Living's LeBlanc that's just kind of carried them through this game. Like, they're not letting them get a full 5v5 as Zambir goes so low. The base is going down. IHFW is up, no ult though. Gonna do their best, trying to get through the Mundo, but it's gonna take a while. Almost dying for Zabiru. But yeah, the Nexus is gonna go down. He's just too damn tanky. Very well played from Eversio. They realize they don't want to take the 5v5, and they just make the game very awkward for Whimsy&Joy.
Yeah, I mean, well said.
Not too sure. I'm not too sure about individual champions, to be honest. Game 1 and Game 2 were very different play styles, and I feel like Eversio just done a better job at adapting. But Whimsy&Joy are just behind them. Like, they could definitely find a win here if they play their cards right. I would like to see them be a bit more aggressive. I'm not sure I liked how the Amumu panned out, and I'd like to see a more aggressive jungler, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, IHFW is really getting sort of the bad end of the stick. Last season he was playing the Echo jungle, which was really working out for Whimsy&Joy, but this season it just happens to be one of the more overtuned, sort of, especially with the new items. So Eversio are forced to ban it. He's a bit limited here. He also likes to play Diana, another one of these champions. What's that, man? It's Wukong, okay. Okay, it's the Monkey King.
Wukong, okay, great. So yeah, I think exact same bans, just banning out a few versatile comfort picks and a lot of these Dusk and Dawn champions. Just making sure that none of the really scary meta picks come through. Eversio did switch sides. They are on the blue side now. Well, should say Whimsy&Joy did switch sides, putting Eversio on the blue side. I wonder if they'll leave one of these champions up in this case.
Yeah,
took his first pick.
Exactly, that's just what I was about to say. Eversio have first pick this time around, and yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what they decide to go for.
I feel like Varsal isn't really like all that known for these AP mage champions. I think he's mostly played bruisers and tanks throughout his career, but you never know.
Let's see.
So far, the bans are the exact same, I want to say. So no surprises there. But I would like to see something other than something a bit more spicy here in the first pick spot. There's a bunch of stuff that is broken right now is still open technically.
There's Rumble.
The Rumble was not what I was expecting. Is Rumble doing well this patch?
Rumble's been in an okay spot, I would say, in general, and nothing specifically right now overtuned him. No, I wouldn't say so. Maybe they're just trying to take it a bit, you know, down the entertainment route. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm hopeful.
I'm already raising some question marks here. I feel like Rumble has a pretty good matchup in Dwarn for starters, but this does also signal that maybe they're looking to pick an AD in the mid lane, right? They want to pick an AP, heavy AP source in the top lane so early.
Yon's available for Apocalypse as well.
Yeah.
The Ornn from Zambiru.
I feel like Yon and Yasuo. Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah, I just mentioned Yasuo. I don't know if anyone plays him on Eversio right now with Drakur on the bench, but
it's usually we're seeing
Zambiru
on Scions rather than Ornns, but a lot of engage heavy here from Whimsy&Joy. I like the Jarvan pick early as well. It sort of also serves to deny Jarvan from the Jarvan Rumble combo. So let's see what the next picks are. Stranded, okay. A classic sort of counter to Jarvan.
So right now the plan is if the engage comes through, we're just gonna beat them up and outstat them, which so far is looking a very viable option, even though a lot of picks are still to come through. Yone and Yasuo, I feel like, are pretty strong with the crit changes. They just kind of been overshadowed by a lot of even stronger picks. As the Smolder comes through here, they're already picking up the late game insurance of Smolder here on Eversio into these tanks. But it's going to be blind. They could always still flex it towards the mid lane and the bot lane, right? So it's not that scary to pick blind here. And it's already got some pretty good matchups. As the MF gets picked up in the bot lane for Whimsy&Joy. Brom is gone because of Fearless, so Samira can't really get picked up. The only window wall left is
From Yasuo.
Yasuo, which I'm not quite sure really fits in this comp so far, does he? So Ornn might be okay.
Yeah, this Jarvan Misfortune Ornn is looking really nice, especially if Mr. Smoke can
Oh
continue
yeah.
to get ahead. I assume Whimsy&Joy would like the Victor, which I would think that Project Eversio kind of wants to ban it. Yon is also an availability, but you know, you already have a Meph kind of dealing a lot of AD damage. You might not want to overspec, but we need someone to deal with Trundle as well. I think Trundle could be a bit of a problem here, especially taking the Ornn stats.
Yeah, I think the Relvan kind of signals that they're scared of this MF. Maybe they really don't want to give her these scary engage sort of champions. But I feel like Whimsy&Joy have more than enough engage right now. It's really just alleviate the 2v2 a little
Oh.
bit.
No. Whimsy&Joy, you must ban the Janna. Damn. I
Oh.
You're gonna see it. Awaken goes Janna here, and he will 1v9 the game. I'm not even trolling, by the way. Unless Whimsy&Joy
Yeah,
pick it up
I
for
believe you, yeah.
themselves. Because this I forgot if this was said on stream or not, but yeah, it's a pick apparently. It's like a really big pick for Awaken, I've heard.
Right,
But
man,
let's
let's
see.
just see him expand this champion pool. Janna would deny the Jarvan quite nicely here.
Or maybe I
I
was
want to
trolled.
point out the
I don't know.
Renata is also still open.
There's Nico for Brimba.
Nico, very good, like kind of, I don't know, it's a very good pick in general. A bit odd, if anything, but definitely works out here in this sort of 5v5 wombo combo comp that they've had going. I wonder if Living wants to go for an assassin again. That sort of was the answer in last game. The Rakan sort of comes through here. I'm not sure I was expecting the Rakan. I'm a bit surprised, to be honest. Renata and Janna seem like very good options here
Alright,
to deny this all-in engage.
maybe I got trolled or something with the Janna. I don't know.
Maybe.
Averse sometimes like to meme on each other. Like all the Versio would have totally went Gangplank here. Tried to change my mind, but they went Rumble instead. And there's Aurora.
Aurora, okay.
I mean, I'd love a Galio
So
pick here,
sort of
to
an
be honest,
assassin, yeah.
but I don't know if Apocalypse is gonna pick that up. I think Silas is a good thing, good probability of to be picked, or Victor from him, but
They're probably scared of having no damage if they go Galio, right? Like,
yeah,
would they ever kill the Strondel if he yells the Ornn?
no, not really. Alright, there's Silas. He's thinking about it.
Silas.
I think Victor is potentially a bit easier into Aurora, but let's see. He does take it in the end. Alright, so this is the
Okay.
comp we're going with, and Whimsy&Joy do look really strong in the team fights, to be honest. Project Eversio, not that much, but of course they have a Conic on the Smolder, they have the Rumble. So a lot of like AoE damage, and then potentially Smolder cleans up house. Let's see. What do you think of the individual matchups, maybe?
The individual matchups, I feel like bot lane is a bit scary. Like the Smolder could blow up very easily from the Miko Misfortune, and Drakan can do stuff, but I don't think you really want to be getting too aggressive in this lane. I think Rakan is probably going to be heading off to different lanes. This Aurora is another pick to look at, honestly. I feel like Living has once again drafted himself into a very good position to snowball this game. Yes, Trundle and Rakan to back him up. Silas is melee after all. Sure, he's pretty aggressive in lane, but he is melee. He will be you will be getting bullied out by this Aurora, and that's kind of where you want to focus your attention on if you're Versio, I feel like, because Rumble's going to be just fine into Warren, right? Like, I don't think he's going to be having trouble in the individual matchup there.
Yeah,
So really
Rumble.
just looking to play through this mid lane.
Yeah, Rumble definitely gonna be strong in this matchup. Ornn will have a hard time, especially regardless of how much magic resist he builds. Rumble, for those who don't know, has ways to reduce your magic resist by quite a lot. Um, so it's not, and Trundle on top as well, removing it as well. But all right,
Yeah.
wait,
One
says
interesting thing is the Silas Trundle interaction, since it steals resistances based on what you currently have. The person who ends up ulting first kind of gets shafted there.
so. You're telling me that if Varsal alts Zambiro, and then Apocalypse alts Varsal, it's gonna be a very tanky Silas.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be like if Ornn handed over his resistances to Silas, which is a bit funny to see. But I wonder if that'll ever come up in a situation where like Varsal is scared to ult and ends up getting punished for it because he doesn't want to give ult over those resistances. Could be an interesting mind game situation there, but most realistically, they'll just be pressing their buttons like normal.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love to see Whimsy&Joy sort of like turtle for a solid like 10 minutes and then come out of the shell, like just dump everything into one massive 5-on-5 and just have at it. I'd really like to see as well maybe a Lethality Jarvan game here. You could potentially just remove
Ooh.
Aurora, Smolder, or Rumble from the fight entirely.
That's fair, yeah. They do both have ways of getting out of the pit. Like, I think the main targets are probably going to be the immobile Rumble or Trundle unless they use their spells, right? Because they'll be getting out of the combo quite easily. Or maybe not, actually. Now that you mentioned the Lethality Jarvan, that does kind of switch up the dynamic. Very good call on that. I wonder if he ends up going for it. Maybe a few kills in the early game might sway him towards going that route.
Yeah, it's working out a lot better than the normal Bruiser Jarvan, but Black Leafer value here is just insane as well with the Misfortune on top of everything. Considering like Trundle's gonna be a big resistance shield as well, the main front line from Eversio here. I think Black Leafer goes a long way in the very least, but if we're talking about removing a Connect from a fight or removing Living before he can get the ult off or potentially even Eyeglass, full Lethality Jarvan's the way to go for sure.
Yeah, and getting out of the ult isn't really a concern when you're already dead from all the damage that the ult itself did. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm very curious there, to be honest. But I think Eversio are just kind of looking for these flanks in these fights, so it'll be weird if they get the combo off in the first place. Like Eversio will have to mess up for that to happen, I feel like. Because we're really looking to flank with the Rakan and the Aurora, and once the Rakan ult comes down, you drop a Rumble ult on it, right? Smolder ult. You're not really looking to get engaged on yourself.
Game 3, guys. Eversio are on a 2-0 spree in the best of 5 series. Whimsy&Joy need a win to get back. So let's hope they can give us a game 4. Eversio are quite on comforts here. Iconic on Smolder, Varsal on the Trundle. Good luck, Whimsy&Joy.
Best of luck with the enjoy.
Yes.
Oh, I already see Aiglas doing the cheese with Rumble here, double glowing mode in the base.
Yeah, he's currently heating up, as the kids say, and then he will sell these in favor of better items after he's got his heat up. But if he finds Zambiro here, he's gonna smack him for a ton of damage. As Freak
That
would
he
say.
will, yeah. I really want to keep my eyes on this Jarvan here in the early game. Mid and top are going to be having a tough time in the individual matchup, as we said, but this Jarvan could really switch that up for him. especially in the mid lane. Once the Sylas gets an advantage, he's really just going to be stat checking the Aurora over and over. So Living has to be careful. But left unattended, they will probably be doing just fine. As the junglers did start on opposite sides of the map. Eversio do know this, while Whimsy&Joy don't quite know this, thanks to Trundle's ward there and the Raptors. Interesting to see Jarvan path towards the top side. I suppose he expected the push in the bot lane and figured he won't really be finding anything there.
It might be because last game Zambiru was doing so well and barely got any help at all. Emotions might be carried forward from the last game, right? But who knows?
That's true. I will concede that, yeah, that could definitely be the case. Zambiru really wants the help because he was doing quite well in the last game. It's a very good point, but he is on the Ornn this time around. I'm not sure how effective he'll be as opposed to on the Vayne. But they're giving it a shot at the very least. They do spot out the Jarvan there, as you can see. Eversio pings him out. Easy in the lane so far. Apocalypse goes in, finds a nice chunk out of Living, but the Ignite, maybe he wasn't expecting that, not sure if he realizes. And he's so low, might be an E-Flash from Living, not quite coming through. Just kind of gives Living the advantage in the mid lane so far. But pots will be ticking, they won't be too low should a fight break out for these Scuttle Crabs. See Icos up there, small CS lead, but he's really putting the pressure onto Zambiru's mana here. As he sets up the wave. Top lane is going to be in some trouble, but HFW kind of predicted this. He's here to help out, spotted on a ward. The gank won't quite be coming through. And they're just going to settle for Scuttles. Trundle might be looking for something mid. Really patient. Botlane's getting really aggressive too, like Iconic and Awaken are really not afraid to trade here. Gank in the mid lane didn't quite happen, just a bit of a delay onto the Scuttle Crab here, no big deal. As the camps aren't up anyway. Marcel is putting in a ward, not sure the gank will quite work out. He doesn't know that though, he's wrapping around, but HFW is making his way down here. Look at that top wave, such a sad sight. Maybe a 2v3 in the bot lane here. Both junglers kind of want to make this happen, right? But no one's really confident enough to pull the trigger, and probably with good cause.
I'm surprised HFW doesn't just send it. He has the item lead. And ouch, the Bluetooth auto attack here from Living gets the last hit as Apocalypse also flashes away.
Full on solo bolo too. He's not out of it yet. Any kill that the Sylas gets at any point, I feel like will probably shift a bit towards his favor unless he gets too far behind. He is slowly falling behind though. He will need some backup here, or otherwise he'll want to make something happen elsewhere. Zambiru, no mana in the top lane here. Cyclo's just hammering away. But Eversio's lanes are kind of just all winning at this point.
Let's see.
Whimsy&Joy had the advantage in the bot lane, but it's might kind of switched it around. They're going for the fight. Nice knock up. Aurora ult is up. HFW is here, but Aurora is just gonna defensively ult. And now they're just gonna beat the Jarvan up, who has no flash. Trundle is here. The Trundle ult will not be doing all that much, and HFW goes down. Flash from the Trundle just in case. Not even sure he needed that, quite frankly.
I guess better safe than sorry in the situation. He does not want to give absolutely anything to Whimsy&Joy. And Awaken's also here.
Probably a good call.
But he was spotted.
If the Sylas doesn't get back into the game, he's just going to keep falling behind. So just denying any opportunity is a very good call from Marcel there. Dragon is up. thanks to his death, HFW is the first one back on this map. Trundle is yet to reset. Varsal is quite healthy though. I'm not sure if he cares. Iconic, is he in trouble? Has flash.
There's the Ornal.
Tops
Flash
actually.
force from Michaels there on the top side. We see Varsal here returning the aggression from Whimsy&Joy. Brimba also forced flash. It's looking like a tough early game so far. The first dragon will as well go here to Varsal probably. Similar to the last games here. Let's see what Iconic's stacks look like. He's on 37 stacks. 6 minutes in.
Is that good? I can't quite remember. Haven't seen Small there in a while.
I mean, it gets progressively easier to do it, right? But
yeah, of course.
let's see here. HFW, most importantly, does not have 6 yet.
He's not really looking to get it either. He's looking for the fight of all things. Varsal walked into him, but he ends up losing out on the trade anyway. They don't want to give this dragon up for free though. Because now the Jarvan walks back into this jungle trying to get the Cataclysm up. Whimsy&Joy just slowly bleeding out here as Ailos finds a plate as well. Almost a 2k lead just off of kind of just having better lane presence here. Knight comes through the top lane, but the ults come down in the bot lane. Iconic so low, has to flash, has to heal, has to barrier an ult. And it's everything used by the Eversio bot lane. Now the dragon's looking quite juicy.
HFW is on it. Apocalypse in the mid lane is getting engaged on. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Iglos dives Zamiro. And he gets the kill, living with a few HP bars to spare. But overall here, Whimsy&Joy will be picking up the first dragon. And it's one of the better ones to pick up as well. Attack speed and cooldowns across the board here. So meanwhile here, top and mid for Whimsy&Joy having a bit of a hard time. But bot lane for Whimsy&Joy is looking okay in the meanwhile. We're pretty strong.
Wave clear Rakan out from the silence there, trying to reset. No TP, he's gonna lose out on a lot here, but he can't really help it. I feel like is the dive not scary? Has the Jarvan here, might just signal that by sticking around. Living picks up the plate and backs off, so he's just kind of clearing vision for his team. No ult on the MF for a while now, so maybe Eversio's bot lane aren't that scared for a while. But next time around, it's probably gonna be comboed with the Pop Blossom from the Nico. It's gonna be a lot scarier. First, you have to be careful of that combo. But other than that, the rest of the map is looking very Eversio favored here. Good CS lead on every lane. They're just bullying their opposition. They really, Whimsy&Joy really have to make a play through this bot lane. I feel like it's what's strong and what's probably going to end up winning them the game should they end up finding the win. But did get the ult first. So we can still sitting on 5.
There's the Rakan ult unlocked here for Eversio. You see Varsal's kind of in the area for the mid lane gank, so Whimsy&Joy could look for a play here if they are aware.
That alternator for... No, I was just gonna say the alternate from Nico is doing a lot of damage. Awaken taking a big chunks here. Varsal is going for the flank in the bot lane though. HFW a little further behind. They're gonna go for the engage. Can they blow him up before the backup arrives? Brimba gonna go down. HFW finds the ult, but Awaken just barely flashes out. Has to flash for the Q. Is he in trouble now? He's not gonna be able to take the extended fight. Double kill for Varsal, traded for just the one. The top lane is gonna get soloed again. As Zambir just barely steps out of tower. This matchup is one he chose, mind you. I'm very confused.
About it, yeah. I like the patience here from Mr. Small, waiting on the bullet time until Cataclysm hits, but Eversio just... When you face them, you know, when you face potentially better players, you just feel like they always have flash, their abilities always deal more damage, their CC always lands. It's just a never-ending cycle, and yeah, I mean, but at the very least, we got the kill here on Awaken. But unfortunately, it does mean that Varsal adds another one to his list. Let's see here. Living gets ulted. Brimba gets on too.
This is gonna be Living.
And you see what I mean? Well, at least we get Awaken. Alright. So in this massive exchange of ults, we can get the support from Eversio. That's another kill onto Apocalypse.
It's not Living shut down, but it's still pretty good. Like, that's something for nothing, I suppose. And Apocalypse also gets a bit of time to catch up in CS a bit. Not that far behind anymore. And Living still hasn't hit his spike, so he's not doing all that bad in the mid lane, as he does actually skip out on boots to find the first item first. This might be a window for Apocalypse to find some aggression onto Aurora here, as he's technically a little bit stronger. Poor Zombie, I just can't help but feel bad for him. This does not look like a fun time for Diorn.
Yeah, for sure not. Igos is sporting the Gurren Lagann Rumble skin. If we have any fans, it really is though. It's there's a quote in it.
Really good Rumble skin. A lot of fights going off actually. I looked away for a second and boom, a lot of people going out. It's all Whimsy&Joy though. The only one's going down.
This might be a bit of foreshadowing for what's about to come in the upcoming fights, but I mean, it seems like Whimsy&Joy got caught off guard in there in mid lane, and then like kind of they try to counter react to the play. And there's Rimba. Zombie flashes. Oh, almost an ACR in the 12th minute.
Igos had ignites. He could have gone for the 4th kill there. Reads out. I don't know. I don't quite know what to say. This one's looking like a bit of a stomp, I'll be honest, a bit more than the other ones as well. I'm not quite sure. The Wampo combo is still there, right? But without items on your carries, is it really that scary?
Yeah, I mean, if this Misfortune is not strong, and the Jarvan is going the Bruiser out as well, this could be problematic overall for Whimsy&Joy.
Yeah, on top of that, like, who's gonna win out a side lane here? Aurora can lane into both Silas and Dorn. Rumble can do the same. They're looking to catch out Brimba again. He's gonna pop the Pop Blossom just to stall a little bit. Not gonna be all that much. Another kill going to Varsal. 5-0 on the Trundle here. Cyclos is gonna ignore the caster means just to run Zambiro down here, just to assert dominance. He's gonna find it. Look at all that damage. Zambiro has built so much MR, but it does not matter.
No, if those harpoons land, your magic resist is pretty much gone. Apocalypse.
That's still fighting.
Beating on the Living.
Let's drag in. Cataclysm is flashed out of. That did force a flash, but the counter engage might be a bit scary. HFW has to flash out of that one in return. And that's a dragon for basically nothing down here. As the tier 2 is getting beat up by Aglos here, 2 plates taken. No one's really helping out poor Zambiru. He wants to keep fighting this one out on his own, but it's not really working out all that well. He just gets stat checked every time he shows up here. As now there's some things going through. Now there's looking to do something about the Rumble. Is Aglos in trouble here? Has no flash. Ult will not connect, but the smite will. No Cataclysm available, but 4 levels down on the Jarvan. He's very squishy. Aglos might look to get the return kill. He's gonna get CC'd into Oblivion. That's a shutdown going over to Apocalypse. And that's not too bad, but in the meantime, the dive in the bot lane be going Eversio's way. Spool them in tower. Rumble will not hit, but he finds a solo kill and the tower. A repeat dive, as Mr. Small is going to go down as well. Eversio are just playing with their food at this point. They give up Iglos and get literally everything else on the map.
So about this Rumble skin, if anyone has watched Gurren Lagann, there is a quote that's like, "Just who do you think I am?" And I had just come off of watching it and then played with that skin. I was like, wow, holy shit. It's an anime reference on a skin. About
That's
the
cool.
game, you
I
know,
love
like...
yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of
Do you
shutdowns
see
to
a
pick
way?
up. Yes, there's
There
you know,
is?
yeah,
Yeah.
there's 1.5k in shutdowns to pick up. I mean, it'll help reduce it from a 10k lead to, you know, an 8.5k.
I mean, you really just want to bank on this MF. Like, you need to give this MF everything magically. That's your win con, I feel like. Because if the MF gets to 3 items, the combo is strong, right?
Yeah, but the problem is
on just a Blitzer.
the supposed stalling that we need. It's not gonna look well with Iconic. He's already on 160 stacks, and the longer this game goes, like, it's gonna get rough.
Look at how evil Eversio is. They're just baiting out the buff as well. They're gonna catch out Brim, but catch out everyone else. That's 3 people going down to the combo for Eversio. How's that for a wombo combo? And Living in the meantime is just beating down a bot tower. They're doing Herald. It's just looking really, really bad for Whimsy&Joy, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we need some new teams to rise to battle Eversio in the upcoming seasons here, as we have like 5 tournaments lined up this year. So we need, you know, we need someone to beat them up. We have some people astonished in the chat as well at how the game state is.
Eversio just keep getting everything and everything. Iconic gets engaged on, does not have flash, does not have barrier, getting so low, but he doesn't even go down yet. The Cataclysm will finally find its mark, but it's not looking all that good on the rest of the side of Whimsy&Joy. Actually, they're doing a lot of damage. Scratch that, as they're really, really fighting this one to the bitter end. They find another kill. That's a big shutdown going on to the Nico, and they're just kind of running the rest of the team down. Apocalypse finds the solo kill somehow.
Alright,
and that's Eversio going down!
And Whimsy&Joy just goated like that, the 1-4-5 ace while being 10k down, what the hell? See, now this is a problem, because Eversio are still ahead by a lot of gold, okay? So, I mean, like, you can't even celebrate a moment like this too much, but come on, Whimsy&Joy, you need like 2 more of those. How'd you do that?
I thought for sure that would be going sour because Smolder just took forever to die, right? Like, he tanked so much.
And they committed so much for him
Living
too.
was not there. Yeah, true. But I guess Living wasn't there, and we tanked Rondo and Rumble for it. It felt like ages, to be honest. And I don't know, that just worked out. They just need to do that again, I suppose. 2 items on the MF, not too bad. Now he's doing pretty good damage. We'll need the IE to actually be a formidable threat though, but we're getting there.
Yeah, for sure, the Infinity Edge is a big difference, especially in this season. It's a faraway journey for Mr. Small to think about Infinity Edge. Iconic on 200 stacks currently. See the dragon started by Eversio there on the side. It's their second dragon here, and the Baron is soon to spawn, so a big fight here could ensue. Awaken goes in with the Blast Pound, gets 3 with the Charm, and now there goes the Ornn ult. Can we get anyone? It whiffs. Apocalypse gets the Trundle ult. Here comes Rumble. And so far it's a bit of a back and forth. HFW pops the trigger. There's a massive bullet time and a huge Nico ult on the side. Iconic falls as well. It's a 1-4-2 so far. Iglos and Iconic are down. Living Varsal Awaken last standing here. And Whimsy&Joy could look to transition this into a Baron, but they don't have a jungler, so I guess not. Can they get more? No, they can't. Let's just get a mid lane turret. Wow.
Well, a win, that's a dub in my book.
For sure.
Beautifully played too. Like, we whiffed a lot of stuff, but then IHFW just kind of decides, hey, I'll just win on this fight real quick. Finds the 4-man ult into the entire combo, just shreds Eversio. Items be damned. And now they're getting a lot of golden resources. It gets low.
Ooh, Brimba just barely makes it out of that one. But Living is dropped fairly low as well.
Hey, that gold lead is shrinking. It is going down slowly.
It's a 6k goal lead. Go tell any other team in the entire Maltese community, hey, you're gonna be 10k down against Eversio, pop a fight and win it. They'll be like, no way, man, no way, man. Whimsy&Joy are like, hold my Logitech G32. I'll be right back.
The Baron is looking juicy. Everyone's kind of rotating towards there. Even though they've won the last 2 fights, they did look very sketchy. But they should, in theory, only be getting easier from here on out. The problem is these side lanes are still a very big issue. And both solo lanes for Eversio are kind of realizing that, putting the pressure on. And eventually, it's going to be a problem. Not quite yet, though, as they clear out vision.
Sacred in the chat, Sacred Liz reminding us that minus 1k per Ornn item as well.
That's true. They're gonna be coming through soon enough as well.
Yeah, Zambu just fell behind so much this game.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, how does a tank deal with these hyper level bruisers and stuff? Iglos flashes out of the combo out of nowhere. HFW got bored and gets a flash for his trouble.
No, this is very problematic.
Cataclysm is not available though. The carries for Eversio aren't as scared.
Bullet time is on a similar problem, right? And Whimsy&Joy were only winning fights because of these combos. Let's hope they don't forget that. Apocalypse dashed forward there on a solo play when he has zero vision and is unaware. For Zambiru teleports as well. This is very bad. There's the rumble up.
Not look great. The combo is not up.
Mr. Small is just caught off guard there. HFW falling low. Seems like Iconic has his execute as well. That's a 4 for nothing for Eversio. Do they even need Baron or do they just end here is the question. We see Varsal going for the Baron. So Whimsy&Joy might have another opportunity to exercise their team comp. Otherwise, I don't know what's gonna happen from this match.
I mean, it was a good play to get the Rumble flash, right? But I don't think Apocalypse got the memo, went in a bit too hard. And then Whimsy&Joy just kind of collapsed trying to salvage his play. Like, looked like a bit of a communication issue to me. Really do not want to be fighting without that combo. It's, it's their entire composition right now. Not too bad, like the Baron is gonna put some more pressure onto them, but the game is still going. Eversio regrouping after backing. 3 items on the Smolder, 3 items on the Aurora, and the Trundle and the Rumble, just about everyone except support. And yeah, Zambiru is still working on a second one. This is looking like a bit of a diff there. He's going to be getting those items soon. Did already give Collector upgrade over to the MF, who's getting engaged on, has to flash out of the Aurora combo. Do they find the return engage? MF is perhaps a bit too early though. Nice Cataclysm, but no follow-up now. Brimble getting run down by the Rumble. As both bot laners are so low from Whimsy&Joy, they're just going to have to walk out of this one. A bit of an odd combo there, just not matching up. And Eversio survive it this time around. They're going to just take as much as they want from the base. Not quite sure it's the whole Nexus though. They might get another shot. It's just a middle inhibitor. Third dragon going to Eversio. Very big for Whimsy&Joy to have taken out the first one, right? They kind of stole that one away from a nice play in the bot lane, and it's just buying them enough time here. And engage onto Iglos here as he caught out, no flash. Fancies the fight. Do commit a bunch of stuff for him, but he does go down at the very least.
It does come at the cost of soul point. Iglos trying to find Apocalypse in that play. Almost gets it too. But in the end, the shutdown going on to Mr. Small here. He does finish Infinity Edge as well. Some big upgrades for Whimsy&Joy's comp here.
Yeah, we'll see if that ends up making the difference. Zonius is only available for the Rumble. He'll probably be back up by the time the fight comes around. But the rest of the squad is a bit vulnerable. Flash is up for all of the carries for Eversio though. It's important to note, because that is a bit tough to deal with. No real objectives up though. As a Baron buff. This is kind of over. Eversio are still quite a bit stronger. Unless the combo comes through, they're definitely just going to run through anyone who tries to defend these towers. As they're looking to catch Zambiru out. The combo is available. Zambiru going to go down any second now. There he is. They're very, very afraid of the Cataclysm. Just picked that one up for free. Whimsy&Joy failed to pull the trigger. They did use up the MF ult.
Yeah, this could potentially be one of the last pushes here. Let's see. The Rumble out is used.
Whimsy&Joy are running out of time.
Apocalypse
Gonna have
picks
to
up
do
the
something
Rakana.
here.
Living gets a lot of damage, but it's overzealous.
No.
Shutdown is dropped. On the side, Apocalypse in a similar position. He almost gets taken out by Iconic, trying to dive the backline.
Yeah, he can't take the 1v1 into the ADC, it seems. That Smolder is pretty strong, but he did. The crucial difference is he did make it out of that one. That kind of causes Eversio to back off, just buying a little bit more time. But how many times are we going to say it? Like, how many last chances can they possibly get? Just gonna shove the waves as much as possible. Really kind of want to see Whimsy&Joy push their ward line up a little bit, maybe because they really want to cash someone out alone, right? And past the mid lane point, they're probably Eversio's probably going to be grouping up. So maybe they go for the catch on someone there, but it's a bit ambitious. Maybe they're setting something up.
Okay.
Primbo was doing the Nico thing.
I thought we were doing a fun.
Shinyan Sin. How do you always count the minions? Because I'll be honest, I get bored and stop counting the minions.
No.
That would have gotten me.
The best one I use against Nico is if you press tab and she's on the map in any form, she's gonna be like not dull like her tab, you know? Like she's gonna be highlighted. Yes. So I just know she's on the map somewhere. But this season, I don't know if you know this, but on 12th minute, the waves lose 2 minions.
Yeah.
And then it's every other wave, so it gets really confusing sort of to know if that's the wave that Nico is in, if you're not really paying attention.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep track of. I'll be honest, me personally, the main way I lose into Nico is I get bored and like stop. How many times are we gonna notice there's a fight comes in the mid lane. Zonius for Zonius, Rumbler for Rumble. Iglos flashes out of the rest of the combo. Apocalypse is healing though. This might look good for Whimsy&Joy. They found the counter engage. They found one in Iglos Awaken, just barely getting out. The chain will not connect, but Baron. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Once again, the Iglos sacrifice for the major good.
It just looked so juicy.
Yes, I'm really curious why he doesn't play stuff like Teemo. It really fits his playstyle. He just runs around the map full of mushrooms.
They might have a nice flank here. Whimsy&Joy might be looking for something here. Apocalypse finds the Rakan ult. Could go for the play. Jumps in. Does not connect with the chain. His flash will be denied. Beautiful pillar as Brimba will counter the living engage. But he dodges out of that one too. Nothing is working out here, and Iconic is fine and dandy here in the back line. Finds one, gotta make it two any second now. Zambiru has no backup. IHFW is gonna have to flag out and just gets shoved back in by his ADC. Mr. Coxwell is just barely surviving, not quite gonna go down. Double kill for the Rakon. Nice attempt, but no money there. Oh, look at Iconic's damage. Does Brimbo die to the dot? Not quite. But yeah, this game. Very, very nice attempt, I feel like, from Whimsy&Joy, considering how the games are going. Flash will not be enough. Yeah, GG, that's Eversio winning.
Woohoo! Let's go. I mean, hey, they're still the finalists, you know, 2 years running in the LCM. So congratulations, they're still the LCM champions, uncontested.
So,
Yes, but I wait 1 second, Dash. I want you guys to pop up on stream, so they know who's talking. Don't worry. There we go. Problem solved. Hello, Eversio. Woo! Congratulations and celebrations on winning the second edition of the LCM. Hey, alright.
For some of us, not all of us.
True. I mean, Awaken has extra points for why he wants to rub in his specific wins, and you know, but anyway.
They have too many playcon wins, so I have to do something.
6 times the charm. Oh, check.
It does.
Guys, well played. You looked unstoppable. I hope that the sort of you inspire people, that people are sorry. It's not really something you have in your hands, but at least I can talk on myself and some of the other people in the community. You inspire us to be better, and sort of without you there for us to sort of one day try and maybe reach or beat, it wouldn't be the same. And thank you for being the main protagonist in the League of Malta community.
Antagonist. I can imagine.
Oh yeah. Trophies will be coming eventually. You all earned yourself a Bilgewater token as the second edition of the LCM. Yes. How are you feeling overall after this series?
I want to report my top laner.
Miskin. Gloss, do you have any comments on this report? Do you defend yourself?
I'll report my mid laner. Easy.
Alright, and we'll let the viewers be the jury of that. Guys, well done as always. Are you guys participating in the UKAL again? What's the scoop?
To be decided, bro.
Oh,
To be decided.
Alright guys, if Eversio decides to play the UKAL, of course tune in and we'll be maybe seeing them on stream as well. And for all those that helped in the LCM, we're all invited, including the winning team and Whimsy&Joy as well for coming second. And lower bracket will all go eat somewhere together like we did last year. And yeah, that should be cool. But until then, Eversio, have a good night. Thank you all for joining, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ansel. Love you.
Thank you.
Love you to all.
Congrats, Whimsy.
Yes.
Congrats. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright guys, so once again, Eversio, a class act.